Let's meet the visiting team, Denver Nuggets. At shooting guard, Brown. At small forward, Michael Porter Jr. At the other forward position, Aaron Gordon. At the other guard position, Jamal Murray. At center, Nikola Jokic. The head coach of the visiting team is Michael Malone. Starting at point at 6 feet, number 10, Mike Conley. Manning the middle, standing 7 feet 1, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 30, Julius Randle. Wide guard, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels at small forward. Hey, Shams, the Denver Nuggets, of course, the winners back in 2023 of the NBA title, couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that 3-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right way around their two best players in Murray and Jokic, they can continue to compete for championships.
I love what you say about the West. Top to bottom, so strong, so deep, so competitive. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points of the ballgame. Gobert with a screen on Murray. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team.
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Conley's shot is off. The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Pass to Gordon. Inside. Here's Jokic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Now Edwards. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Right wing. Shoots. Conley's shot is off.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches, it's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Now here's Randall, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Clock up 2 there. Edwards got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league. We haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now, and any given year, anyone can win.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here, but doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 50% for the field to this point, 4 of 8. Astonagi. Now Porter, 5 on the clock, shoots over Reed, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, he's a guy you have to watch anywhere on the floor. Porter Jr. does have that mid-range ability.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Ingles with the ball. Randall with a screen for Ingles. Fires from deep. No good that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. again, if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Michael Porter. He's out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at the 2. Here's Najee. It's Porter outside. And no good that time. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Westbrook. And here's the fast break. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries that you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Christian Brown's checked in for Denver.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Waters is checked in, and Dillingham subbed in for McDaniel. And Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in for Peyton Watson. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GM, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Brown's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 7. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Westbrook. The 17-footer. And the bank shot is good. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Just so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for 3, or in that case, just rise and fire from mid-range.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Jokic, he's checked in for Porter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Relentless on the backdoor. Randall, a fantastic rebounder, and that time it directly leads to points.
Here's Brown. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Daniels is checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Buries it from three-point range. Murray's got 8.
Yeah, and this is an area over his career where Jamal Murray has really improved that three-point shooting.
Randall finds Conley. Misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
So it's Denver now. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And that one's good by Porter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
These are return from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And guys, which of these matchups are you excited about here?
Me and Kenny in a race to the board.
I don't know you want any part of this, Shaq, especially when we have Christmas trees in the studio.
Sounds like Shaq might be thinking about tossing you into that tree during the next race, Jet. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Gordon. Nothing on the board.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And Looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards driving the lane, and Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. A three-pointer off the mark.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Edwards looking it over. Out to McDaniel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got the game tied up here for Minnesota. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Back to Murray. Down low. Here's Jokic. And that time, also a missed shot.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Edwards' shot is good.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Nuggets trail by 3. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jake McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Nuggets have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic kicks to Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Porter. No good off the back of the rim.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Pass to Jokic. Westbrook kicks to Murray. Here's Jokic. Can they get it? Jokic lets it fly from outside.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Ingles passes to Alexander-Walker. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Westbrook. On deep. Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. DiVincenzo with it. Now defended by Jokic. From deep three-point land, DiVincenzo can't hit it.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Gordon. Porter with the screen for Gordon. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
And here's Ingles outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Well, Jamal Murray, we know, is one of the elite shot makers in the game, and his passing is much improved as well.
Randall left side. Ingles in the corner from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Ingles has got his second bucket of the night. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break. Michael Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Raising the shot, no hesitation, we're back. They're trying to come every time, all right? Set our defense up, make a play against our set D, all right? We just got to take care of it and defend without fouling, okay?
Now, GA, he's commanding his squad to be smarter on defense.
Gotta find a way to just stop the momentum, and I think it's going to start with strong defense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter off. At the guard spots, we'll see Westbrook and Murray. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Brown in at the three. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Najee, good.
You know, Jamal Murray has no problem being the facilitator when he sees open teammates.
Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside for Murray. Back to Westbrook. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Westbrook, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. On the wing, DiVincenzo. From the arc. It's hauled in by Watson. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Najee. Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Russell Westbrook. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Now Gordon, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. That ties it up.
Always hustling. Gordon puts forth a serious effort there. Helps him to find his shot.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Randle passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards from the arc. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
First team foul.
Porter kicks to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around.
Yeah, that's the kind of defensive effort we've come to expect from Gobert.
A shot off that time. Here's Edwards. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Now here's Gobert, following the miss by Jokic. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Over in the corner, Conley. Another miss by Minnesota. The Nuggets trail by 5. Porter with it. Conley picks him up. The shot from 20 feet away. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, he's an NBA champion, and Porter Jr. knows when to step up.
Move inside by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
All right, Donovan Timberwolves.
And here are the Nuggets now. Pass to Gordon. The tray. Gobert pulls it in.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And Jokic to Gobert. And here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Edwards at full speed.
Right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 7. Here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious. And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Porter with the steal.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Here's Murray. Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. The shot missing. Deflects the pass. Murray, the pass to Jokic. For 3. Trifecta.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Mike, they were rolling, but you all responded. How did you do it?
Well, defensively, we just turned it up a notch. You know, those guys were in a comfort zone, but we did a good job of just locking back in defensively, getting back on the offensive end, and making extra passes and making extra plays.
That attention to detail showed in the win, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.